Someone else wanting to get into Cyrodiil? You'd best speak with the Legionnaire, quickly. But be warned, he's not the most patient man.
This border is a restricted entry zone. State your intentions. You and hundreds of others. But I'm not authorized to let just anyone through. Border's locked down. That's that. No two ways about it. No arguing about it either. Those are the rules. You'll either need official papers or some other justification for your passage. Oh, the Archmage of the College of Winterhold? The prestigious magical institution. I think the Synod and the Whispers will want to take a good look at you. Yes, feel free to enter whenever you like. I'll fill in the requisite forms. You think I make the decisions? I may be a legionnaire, but I'm just a grunt compared to the powers that be in the capital. Not that it takes a Synod mage to work it out. Skyrim's in the midst of strife, the Empire's still reeling from the war. Doesn't take a genius to realize the Empire wouldn't want any of that chaos spilling over into its heartland. Understood. Just hold on one moment. Letting someone as distinguished as you through this gate. Makes a change from all the frustrated traders and irate mercenaries. It's been a pleasure, truly. Here's hoping you can do Cyrodiil some good. I'd advise you make your way down to Bruma. I hear they're dealing with a lot of problems down there. The heartland of Tamriel. She's ailing. Maybe beyond saving. But I'm sure you'll take a fair crack at it all the same. Welcome to Cyrodiil.
Excuse me, sorry to bother. I don't suppose you've seen any priceless Sakaviri heirlooms gallivanting around Bruma, have you? As I suspected, sorry to bother you, citizen. Just, let me know if any do crop up, yeah? Thanks. A whole lot of uproar about nothing, that's what. The Count's been nagging my life and soul out about the damn things. You see, the Carvanes have a sort of family tradition. They've acquired a taste for Akaviri artifacts, constantly collecting more and more. Been going on for centuries now. Well, it turns out poor old Count Desilus, Count Carvane, isn't too happy that his collection's been stolen. Well, that's... who am I kidding? Absolutely. This is driving me crazy. Just bring them back to me when you found them, and I'll be extremely appreciative. And I mean extremely appreciative. Seriously. I feel like offing myself right about now. Almost definitely the resale value. Akaviri artifacts are very often one of a kind, and they can fetch a very high price to the right buyers. Someone possessing those artifacts could find themselves becoming very wealthy very quickly. I suspect that's the motive here. I have no idea how they'd manage that, honestly. Either adept stealth or good luck. Probably a bit of both. Not in particular. Then again, the lowlives of Bruma don't exactly hide themselves all that well. The shadier tavern in town, the Restful Watchman, full of thieves, bandits, thugs, and other miscreants, might be a decent place to start your search. I'm not too sure on the details of that, to be honest. Rignar, the castle steward, was the first one who noticed them missing. It'd be worth speaking to him, if you think that's interesting evidence to dig up. Akaviri artifacts. I don't know anything more specific than that. Rignar and the Count both told me, but honestly it flew in one ear and out the other. If you want to know exactly what artifacts to keep your eyes peeled for, talk to Rignar. I'm sure he can help you more there. It's tough. On one side, you've got criminals, the kind that like to hide behind law and policy to wriggle out of justice. On the other, you've got politics, constantly meddling in our affairs as everyone walks on eggshells. And here I am in the center, just trying to make things work for the people. Sometimes I wish I'd stayed down in the Imperial City.
I'm the Count Steward here in Bruma. If there is anything you need, I'll try my best to help you. So the guard captain's actually looking into it. Excellent. Can't have the Carvane artifact collection lost to some random burglar. I didn't know. I was just doing the rounds here in the castle. I was about to go to bed for the night when I noticed something. Normally there's a little glint in the corner of my eye. The light bouncing off of one of the Akaviri amulets. But this time, nothing. I went to investigate, and the artifacts were gone. I'm sorry I can't be of more use. Some amulets, some rings, the katana, all of Akaviri design. Priceless relics. Very valuable and very well loved by the Count. Best of luck with your investigation.
What is it?
You here to do... Hello. I don't tend to gossip about my patrons. Bad for business, you know. Especially when you're in my line of work. Well, true enough. There's this Breton guy who comes through here every now and again. Sleaziest guy I've ever seen. Except for me, of course. Got a reputation to maintain, you know? Name's Etienne, or something like that. Anyway, he mentioned something to do with Akaviri trinkets while we spoke. Mentioned wanting to sell them, or something. I guess he's your man. I don't know. Listen, do you really think I'm going to tell you everything about my customers? That's a sure way to get run out of this business. Listen, you want me to tell you so badly? Make me. I'm not budging until I've been forced to, legally. You know what I'm getting at, I assume.
Us guards, we're well trained. We miss nothing. Just keep that in mind. Bentior wants legal pressure. Well, I think we can certainly accommodate him there. Take this, a letter with my signature. Show it to him and he's sure to change his tune.
The Restful Watchman. Rooms and food, that's what we do. What do you need? What? Let me see that. Oh, damn. Fine, I'll tell you what I know. Listen, I heard the thief had some dealings with some, fellow businessmen holed up in the Gerals. You'd probably call them bandits, though. I tell you, no respect for the profession these days. Here, just so I don't have to go sit in a cell again, I'll mark it on your map. Go take it up with them. And by the divines, leave me alone now, alright? God. The guy's a thief. Hardly keeps it a secret. Sometimes I think he doesn't know the meaning of the word discretion. Always talks big about getting into big gangs, raiding with the best of them. Always going on wild guar chases to impress ringleaders into letting him run with them. Put it this way, you know those people who will either end up rolling in septums or dying young? He's one of those types.
Until next time.
There's a scheming thug inside my house. When are you going to do something?
There's a trap door inside your house. You know that. I don't want to march in there in case they're planning an ambush.
There's a trapdoor inside my house. I didn't realize that until now.
Let's just wait a few minutes and see if the thief decides to try his luck leaving the building before we do anything rash.
Damn it all! Scheming thieves can just wander inside while I'm sleeping and steal what little coin I have left to my name. Kinnereth, give me strength.
Ah, you're back. Come, we need to talk. As you can see, there's another problem to deal with. So now old Bartram's got a thug inside his house, apparently. Just wonderful. To be honest, I'd rather be dealing with this than going on Count Carvain's wild guar chase. I should ask before I march in there and deal with the thief. Did your investigation turn up any leads about the Count's precious artifacts? You found a lead. That's no small relief. I guess that means you go find him in the caverns while I go deal with the thief in Bartram's house. That changes things. Well, at least now we can kill two birds with one stone. If it's true, that is. Under most circumstances, I'd insist on going in first. I'm captain of the guard. It's my duty to shoulder the risk. But, well, this reeks of an ambush. It makes more sense to go in prepared. Let's go.
God, just what I needed. Go ahead, rub salt right into the wound.
What is the meaning of this? Why are you in Bartram's house, and why in the name do you look like you're on death's doorstep?
It all went wrong. The bandits tricked me, typical. I wanted them to put in a good word for me with the cutters. But no, they lied. I gave their guy the artifacts, then they started swinging. I narrowly escaped by climbing back through the trapdoor.
I see. Well, I'm placing you under arrest for stealing Count Carvain's Akaviri artifact collection. At least you won't bleed out in here. I'm gonna have to deal with this guy, slap him in irons and take him before the Count. Finally get Carvain off my back. I suppose that means it's down to you to deal with the bandits and retrieve the artifacts. I know the caverns are a favorite haunt of bandits and criminal types. Lots of them down there. No need to clear them out. Not that I'd complain if you did. Just grab the artifacts. Best of luck.
Hello.
Just because I needed to fight in my day, yes?
Chanter, think you could make this old blade spit fire? I'll take that as a no.
So this is the thief, Captain? You mean to say that my artifacts have been found?
Yes, Count Carvain. He stole your artifacts and attempted to deliver them to the bandits operating in the Bruma caverns.
I see. Well, of course, I expect he should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Now, my artifacts?
Actually, this new friend of Bruma has them.
And who's this?
A friend, responsible for tracking down the artifacts and finding the thief. In fact, I'd say they deserve most of the credit, Count Carvain.
Ah, friend of Bruma. Such tales are always gratifying to hear of. In fact, Captain, would you mind giving us a moment to speak?
Of course. I'll just be waiting over there. I'd like to say a few words to this new friend of Bruma before they take their leave.
Of course, Captain. Friend de Bruma, may I have a moment?
What can Viscount Bruma do for you?
If you would just hand over the artifacts, gently if you please. Thank you very much. So, you tracked down the thief and found my artifacts. I am extremely grateful. Please, accept this small recompense from the treasury. Thank you for your service. Something makes me think you're not going to merely disappear, though. You're the kind to get tangled in all sorts of affairs, I'm sure. Farewell, friend to Bruma. Good luck. I do hope you remain loyal to the Bruma throne. Is there something I can do for you? Bye.
It's rare to see someone so willing to help another these days. You went to great lengths to find those damned artifacts. And for that, you have my thanks. I don't know what Count Carvain said to you, and I don't really mind. The Count and I don't always see eye to eye, but I have a duty. Anyway, something makes me think we may see each other again. People like you tend to make waves, don't they? Take this. A personal thank you gift from me. Safe travels, my friend. And thanks. Protect and serve. It's what we do. Hey, nice to see you around. Listen, there's a situation, and there are a few people I can trust with this. So maybe you'll help me with this? That's great news. As I said, there's a situation. Don't go around publicizing this, but a new threat's cropped up. Far to the east of Bruma. Not bandits, not hedge wizards. Talos worshippers. Believe me, I don't have any bones to pick with Talos worshippers. People can worship whoever they want to worship as far as I'm concerned. But this has me spooked. I don't want Armion and his damn justiciars to arrest them and send them off to Blue River Prison. Or worse. And I'm tied up in Bruma dealing with other matters. I hate to ask, but would you help me with this? First, let me be clear. I'm not asking you to kill them, and I'm not asking you to hand them over to the Thalmor. I hate them as much as any Imperial. No, I'm asking you to convince them to lie low. I don't care if they keep worshipping Talos, they just need to do it privately. I don't want the Thalmor making an example out of them, and I don't want them to use this as an excuse to step up their presence in Bruma. And that's likely. Given their location near a county board of the Shaden Hall nobility might get involved. Political disaster waiting to happen. So just go and speak with them, like I said. They're far to the east of Bruma, near County Shaden Hall. Here, I'll mark it on your map, just in case.
I'm half tempted to ask you to warm me up with some of your fire magic. Don't do it, though. Then I'd have to arrest you.
Oh, there, traveler. Who are you? Are you with a Thalmor? Tell me. Now! Then I suppose I can afford to stow my weapon. I hope for your sake you're not lying. Besides, we've nothing to be ashamed of. Go on then. Ask whatever you like. Come and go as you please. But we'll be watching you. I'm Era. I lead the congregation here. We worship Talos, and by the divines, we make no bones about it. Sending someone to stop us worshipping Talos? Has the captain gone mad? I always considered the captain a man of honor, a man of tolerance. Someone who refused to be a puppet to the Thelmer and the shameful demands. Why such a sharp change in the captain's outlook? What could he, or you, possibly say that would lead us to renounce the god hero of mankind? You're having a laugh, surely. We've devoted our entire lives to worshipping Tiber Septim. The Concordat only strengthened our resolve. We will not stop worshipping Talus. Never! We have our principles and we have our dignity. I can't argue with that. I hate the Thelmer, I really do. But I suppose denying them the pleasure of dominating Bruma is a greater victory for Talus than getting sent off to Blue River as a heretic. Fine. Fine, we'll stop. You have our word. Here he is now. Never was light on his feet.
Oh, you're still here. Good. Finally got done with all that paperwork and procedure for that damn thief Galette. So, I assume you've reached a mutual understanding? Or are you still in negotiations?
Yes, Captain Adius. We've decided to stop worshipping Talus. At least, for now. We'll certainly still have faith in our hearts. But for the time being, not on our lips.
Wait, I never expected you to stop worshipping Talus. Are you sure you want to...
Yes, we're sure. Your messenger convinced us. The fate of Bruma is more important than being stubborn. Talus would understand.
She's more than a messenger, she's a friend. But... well, thank you. You're putting a lot aside for the sake of Bruma, and I thank you for it. You convinced them to stop worshipping Talus, at least for the time being. I'm stunned. I didn't even ask for that, and yet you came through. Listen, I realize this is hard for them, and I don't do this lightly. But the future of Bruma would look bleak if the Thalmor thought I was enabling Talus worship. I owe you a debt 100 times over, friend. Here, take this coin from the treasury as a thank you from me. Our job here is done. I guess for the time being we go our separate ways once more. But something makes me think our paths will cross again. Hey, friend. I just, wanted to talk. To say you're a stranger who just wandered into my path as I was looking for stolen artifacts. We've accomplished a lot together. You're a rare sort. You're the kind of person who stands by people, does good by a fair city. I can respect that more than I can respect most. If you're up for it, I was wondering if you'd let me buy you a drink at the Gerald View. We can talk as friends, as it were. Great. I'm looking forward to catching up. See it, report it.
What is it?
I'm
Remember,
proud of
a
my
life full of
ancestry.
adventure is the
As should
only
you
life
be,
worth living.
Valinord.
Respect the law. Respect yourself. Ah, you came. Excellent. Now we can speak as friends. I guess I should just cut to the chase. For a long time, I've felt like I've kind of just been going through the motions of being guard captain, you know? Like a part of my soul was torn out of me. It all goes back to a mistake I made a long time ago. A guardswoman under my service, Ivan Vidici. She was one of the most courageous and stalwart guards, or friends, I've ever had. And she died. Because of me. I was leading a raid against some bandits. Some of the most dangerous, most loathsome bandits in the Jarls. She was fighting alongside us. I made some bad calls. We were surrounded, and she perished. I've never forgiven myself for it. Never. And since then, it's never been the same. When you're a guard, you've got to be somewhat distant from things. You can't get too friendly with the people you're serving and arresting. And so there's been a hole in my life ever since. Well, the other day, that thief you helped apprehend, the artifact pilferer Etienne Goulet, got out of jail somehow. I suspect we haven't seen the last of it. But as of right now, things have been pretty quiet. Well, except for one thing, one big thing. Ever run into Thorina's cutters? Well, they're some of the meanest bastards I've ever seen. Strangely organized, too, for bandits. That's what we're up against. Thanks. I appreciate it. All right then. Our scouts suggest they're based near Greenwood, where the Jarls meet the Great Forest. An old, repurposed fort. Locals and bandits alike have taken to calling it Fort Cutpurse. End Thorina. Meet me back in Bruma when you're done. I'll see what I can do to get you a fitting reward. Best of luck, friend. Be careful in there. Bye.
Just like old times.
Who made that noise?
Yo!
knew I had something. thought you could get away, huh? Leave here alive. Run!
Roll!
You're not going to get past me.
I'm just warming up.
Those fingers of yours have slipped into many... Well, don't try it on me, or around me. Otherwise, it's off to the locker.
You're here. My friend, you've done Bruma a world of good. You've helped me with so much. So much. County Bruma's safer thanks to you. You deserve a great reward for your service. Hopefully, this'll suffice. Follow me, friend.
Ah, the mysterious friend to Bruma returns at last. I predicted as much, did I not? Captain Adius has filled my ears with many wondrous tales about your deeds. I'm sure he embellished at least slightly, but I'm not one to doubt the good captain's sincerity. You have served Bruma ably, and completed tasks that few would even dare attempt. Your dealing with Thorina's cutters proved that many times over. It is for this reason that I grant you the title Friend to Bruma, and with it the right to purchase property here in my city. I would also further reward you. Accept this, with most sincere thanks of myself and my fair county. Pomp and ceremony aside, though, I wonder, what motivated you to do this? Altruism, or something more? Many people ask others for help. Sometimes it's entirely justified, and entirely innocent. Other times, however, it can lead to disastrous consequences. Schemes can be a dangerous business. Don't wrap yourself up in them without careful consideration. I'd hate to meet you as a political opponent if, one day, we found ourselves on separate sides. I'm just warning you, friend. Politics is a dangerous game. Be careful where you tread around counts and nobility. Appearances can be deceiving. However, let's not spend all day ruminating on the perils of politics. You should go speak with Captain Adius. I believe he wanted to say a few words to you before you depart. Once again, I thank you for your aid. County Bruma could use more people like you.
I hope you like officious ceremony. At least there are some material rewards to be had as well. I imagine the fancy title will get you places. In time, at least. I've been thinking about it, but I've decided not to retire. Your services to Bruma have inspired me, given me hope. There are still decent people in this world. And having the weight of guilt about my failure somewhat expunged is a welcome relief. Come on, I'll see you out.
Be careful if you head into the northern part of the county. That area is prone to avalanches.
Well done, friend. Well done indeed. Best of luck with your future adventures. But do stop in now and again, won't you? I'm sure, in time, I'll hear tales of your exploits throughout Cyrodiil on the lips of every bard that comes through town. Best wishes, friend. Do keep in touch. Bye. Ah, an alchemist.